Alright. What is up, guys? This is Team Movements here, and we'll be talking about the Legend deck. Legend deck 2, which Kagero. Finally, support. We haven't seen support since G1. And for those of you guys saying, but what about G3, guys? You got support there. No, that was poop. It was a trash set. Why did they give us G3?
What about First Collection, guys?
First Collection gave us good cards. Yeah, you're right. Wait. Wrong one, Kevin. Should have flipped this one face down. Hey, stop. He's good.
Calm down, Kevin.
Alright, guys. I've been playing Kagero since set 11. The first deck I ever topped with in my local was Dauntless Wiz Blockade Inferno. Love Dauntless. I hope he gets support. Everything here I have SP. I played Kagero since forever. I have the Raichain SP. You tell the Grey 2s. These Legion Rare. Everything. I keep everything. But I'm not.
So he loves Kagero.
I love Kagero. It's a good clan. It's a good clan to invest in. It just, like, for the past years, like, we haven't gotten anything good. Everyone's been shitting on us. But now we're getting a Legend deck, and hopefully we'll be like the new Shadows. We'll be broken.
No, better.
Better.
We're ripples.
Every Kagero deck here also plays very differently. The ones that you always see the most will always be
18
the cross. But we're looking at the new Legend deck. I know people are picking up Novels, but I don't think it's gonna be Novel. It's not gonna be Novel support. It's gonna be Overlord support. It's just, think of it the same way as the Legend deck that came out for Shadow Paladin. Remember, it was only support for blasters. So you're probably gonna. I would say you're better off picking up the Grey, what some people are doing. The Grey is actually not a bad Legion. It's a Legion, and the mate's decent, so you can play him. Sadly, he's getting reprinted. It upsets me. God, your money, but now you're going down.
$50, man.
But they're going down now.
I mean, the worst would be for what, $20? Look at the end, it got reprinted.
But now that Kagero's getting support, you're gonna be seeing. And please free Conroe. Conroe doesn't do anything. It only makes this deck consistent, but the deck's too slow. So it's whatever. The decks that you see the most for Kagero played right now is the Cross. Second goes to Perditions, and you'll see Seal Dragons. Seal Dragons are up there. Not a bad deck. But what will we be seeing coming soon for Kagero? Well, we got the Legend deck 2, so it's gonna be Overlord support. So if you're looking at Overlord support, you don't need to pick him up because he's getting reprinted. I do strongly recommend picking up the Grey. I don't think you need to pick up the Ends and the Cross. You might pick them up, why not? Pick up Neo Flames, it's a really good card. And you could also pick up Dauntless Drive. Dauntless Drive is really good. I do predict that we'll be getting a stride for Dauntless real soon, similar to how Essex Buster is in Ashley.
Explain this.
Because if you notice, a lot of the previous Fighters Collection was support for just break rides. So when G7 comes around, there's going to be Kagero support. They only allowed Gold Paladin, but when G3 came out, what was the last clan that got support? What was one of the clans that got support after the Legend deck? Shadow Paladins. So it makes sense that Kagero will come out. And G7. I see two definitely cards that will definitely get support. For sure, Blade Master's getting support. He's probably gonna get his own personal stride or another version of this stride. It'll be probably similar to Aura Geyser, and or he gets his own stride or another version of him. It'll be interesting. And Perditions. Perditions is still a sub plan. I don't want it to be Overlord. I actually want it to be Dragon. I actually love this card. I have the sleeves and everything for it. It does what Kagero does. If we get a stride for him, I hope it does this. If you don't have a board, take a damage. So I either stride if you don't have a board, or if you have a board, I'll just Legion and I'll give you a damage and burn your board.
His new stride be like same thing. Amazing.
Fighters Collection or in G7 might have Dauntless support. I would like it if it's like similar to Essex Buster. Flip a copy and self face up. You have a Dauntless Vanguard. Every time you take a grade 1 or high, you blow up units.
But Brian, he died in the anime.
He died in the lore, but it doesn't matter. They can always bring back Stride. Stride brings people back from the past and the future. What I want it to be is a Dauntless from the past. Dauntless is technically an old general for Kagero.
True.
So get him back in his prime. That'll be pretty interesting.
A grade 2, when you ride on him, you stand up again.
Do not pick up Novels. I don't think he's getting support himself. But if there is a Dauntless Stride, you're either going to play Dauntless with Blade Master. You either play Dauntless with Blade Master, Dauntless with Dauntless Reverse, or Novell and be that douchebag.
The new stride looks like Novell, but it's not Novell.
It's not Novell. It looks like Novell. It could be Novell, but it's gonna be Overlord support. Similar to how the Shadow Paladin one was, you get all your effects when you have a Blaster Vanguard. This is all gonna be, you have your effects when you have an Overlord Vanguard. Out of all the Overlords, pick up this one. Or the Break Ride. Break Ride's not bad.
Do you think the new stride is generic stride, or would it be like just for Overlord?
No, just for Overlord. Because I'm pretty sure you're gonna get something very similar to like how Angry Boy and how Blaster Dark Diablo is. When you stride into a certain card, you get an effect for free. So makes sense. But Kagura wise, I do recommend if anyone wants to, pick up the clan while it's still cheap. Pick up Dauntlesses. I got 4 of them SP. They were $11. I said, why not? I got this guy. He was $10.
I picked a Vader Dauntless for just 4 special dragons.
But this is a very good clan. It's never been a bad clan. It's only been bad for like this whole year. Like G1, we were good.
It was not bad. It has so many. Like,
No, we were too slow. Aquaforce. Oh no, I'm at 5 damage. Ow, no. Royals, why you guys are so big? Stop beating me up. Ow. Oh, Shadows, I don't have a board. Oh, I can't guard you.
Kagura hasn't made a scene since Vague.
No, it was there during the cross, but then immediately the cross was just overwhelmed by Aquaforce.
And then Climate Target hit to 1 in Japan, so everybody just gave up on it.
But Conroe can come back.
He should come back.
He does nothing.
He has to come back.
Our grade ones, yes, we do have a lot of good grade ones. Our grade ones are mostly on flippers. Predictions have the best on flipper. If your opponent has no rear guards in that column, Soul Blast 1 on flip 2 damage. She's 7k by the way. You have a generic one. Whenever units retire, put him into the soul on flip 2. Really good. Like we do have a lot of utility, but like it doesn't really do much.
I mean, there's no guard restrictions. We just restand, but you can just block.
The only card that we have guard restriction is Vague, and nobody plays Vague anymore. Everything else restands. He restands. If I hit, you can guard that. He has to attack. These both have to attack our rear guard.
And that's not a problem.
This is a stride. This is a GB2 stride, so you have time to prepare for him.
That's almost every deck now.
Everything else doesn't really reset unless you play the Rebirth, which no one plays the Rebirth.
Unless you're Kenny.
Unless you're
12
Kenny.
crit rebirth.
Oh. But it's great to see Kagura, and I do recommend pick up Amber Dragon. I don't know why, but pick them up. You know why? If you guys notice the trend of Bushy Road now lately, it's been ride chain support ever since the Dimensional Police Extra Booster. What did we get? First it was Enigman and Zeal support. Then we got the Murakumo poop support. Murakumo is poop.
Also, Brian, before Deep Police,
Ripple.
we got Bermuda support.
Yes. Yeah, we got Riviere, we got Ripple, and then who was the right? No, that was
Maidens.
that's not a right chain.
Oh.
But so pick these up. I'm saying this, guys, because remember we're getting another Fighters collection coming soon. So I'm thinking that Fighters collection.
Zeals.
I think that Fighters collection is gonna be more focused towards right chains. So pick these up. It wouldn't be a bad idea. They're like $1. I got them SP because they were pretty.
It's not bad.
it's all about the bling.
So yeah, guys, Kagura, finally support. We deserve it.
We need it.
We needed it. Everyone in Dragon Empire was like, "Hey, look, it's Kagura!" Ha 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 ha! You're not Narukami. Ha ha ha! You're not the Tatsukaze, because Tatsukaze are now good.
Kagura needed Jesus. Luckily, Kai's the next best thing.
Yes, Kai came back and says, "Hey guys, I picked you guys up."
coming when it comes to that.
But not only that, the Blade Master's not bad. I want to see what his new stride does, because his GB2 is not bad. If I have more rear guards than you, I gain a crit. The only problem is the Amber clone. I don't like the fact that I have to swing kind of like one. All he needs is a Glimmer Breath clone.
Yeah,
Call them out. Just get a Glimmer Breath clone, start retiring units, and then my GB2 is active. Because you're easy to activate his GB2 with this guy. This guy activates his GB2. He's not bad. But I hope he's like an Aura Geyser where we get another evolution of him or just another stride for him. But guys, this is Kagura. Don't pick these up. I do recommend pick these up. Pick up the Amber Dragon Ride Chain, any of them at all. Pick up Perditions. I definitely do see a Perdition strike coming soon.
Yes.
That's very obvious.
Every subclan's
getting a strike. There's only like about like 5 subclans that haven't gotten it, which is Risers, Perditions, Seekers.
And they're coming up next.
They're coming up next. Seekers come out and
Zinc Saber might come back, guys.
So pick these guys up, guys. That's why I put Dauntless right there in the middle, because I think he himself gets support, because he's not a bad unit. He was one of the best break rides. There was a reason why it was $50. But alright guys, let's see more makes here. Signing off.
Free combo.